Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is VassaOlga. In today's video, I'm going to be getting you through all the products that I've reviewed and have on my channel. But what I want to say is that some of these products I've been having for a long period of time because I reviewed them a long time ago. Here are my final thoughts, I would say, on certain products that I do have in my drawers and which are like my stable routine and which are not as good as I thought they were, or maybe they're still not as good as I thought they were. We're gonna get started real quick with my Catrice Shake Fix Glow Spray. I do actually use the spray because I don't really have money to waste, and that's the main reason why I keep getting back to this product when I do some of my shorts, but still I will not recommend the product because I don't really think this is the best ever on the market and you can get so much better options. I do really like the fact that these particles, they're not stuck in the pump. The only difference is that you don't really see them. So you don't really get a glowy foundation. It's still getting a little bit too oily at the end of the day, like adding additional oils. That is the main reason why I would say this is still not my favorite product. If we're going to Essence Fix and Last 18-hour Fix and Spray, it's not an 18-hour Fix and Spray in the way that my oils, they are coming through. And I mean, I can't do anything about that, but at the same time, this is a decent product that I really like. It's free from oil and alcohol. It claims to be waterproof. I don't really know about that because waterproof, yeah, it might be waterproof because oils and water, they kind of on a separate level. That is the main reason why you might still get quite a lot of oils, but it does feel mattifying if you use this fix and spray, and it's really cheap, it's affordable, everything is in place, and especially if you spritz this fix and spray on top of your eyeshadows, when you're done with your eyeshadows, it's going to lock the powders that might actually fall down in place and you're good to go. So this is my favorite. I actually love all the Essence fix and spray so far. That is the reason why I'm coming back to this product. Then if we're going to talk about my, let's say, favorite foundations, I did a couple of reviews on my channel. Not even a couple. Dozens, I guess, of reviews. Not dozens, a lot of them. And La Roche-Posay is a really good product. I did a review. I really like it. It is a little bit orangey, and I have the palest, I guess, color from their collection, but I managed to implement this in my routine, and I really like it. It's really nice formula, guys, but you have to hydrate your skin really well before you use it, because I did see all of the times people were complaining that it's still showing a lot of imperfections if you have dry skin, but even if you have dry skin, you always have to hydrate your skin before you use any BB cream or any foundation whatsoever. This is a nice product, and I'm using this quite a lot in my routine. Then I have, I believe, one of my favorite product of all, and I'm almost out of it. I guess it's only 27 milliliters, and here we have 50 milliliters, so it's twice bigger than the size of Wet n Wild, but I am impressed with this formulation. It is really good for the price they're asking. I mean, I did a comparison to Rare Beauty foundation, and honestly, you can't spot a difference. In my opinion, I did not spot any difference between Rare Beauty foundation, and Tinted Hydrator from Wet n Wild. This is definitely going to be back in my routine because I buy a lot of different products, and you might ask, like, why didn't you come back with some products you really loved? Because sometimes I just want to do a review and try something new and maybe find a better version. If it's not good, I'm going to tell you, so you're not going to waste your money. And if it's good, well, I guess this is probably one of those products that I'm going to definitely repurchase. I really love this hydrator. If we're going to talk about quite new product that I reviewed not so long ago, it's Rimmel London Stay Matte. This is full coverage mattifying foundation, and I would say if we're going to go back to these two, I mean, I really love them. This is not a bad product, but it's a little bit extra orangey. This is on me because I picked the shade that is darker. They do actually have a lighter shade. This is a mousse foundation in a tube, and I feel like this is a nice foundation, but it's not as flattering as my Wet n Wild and La Roche-Posay. I would even go more toward Essence Mousse Touch Foundation than this one. It's not a bad product. It's not a bad product. You know, I do wear it sometimes, but it is actually losing to my other foundations. It's just something is not there. Maybe it's sitting in the lines a little bit too much, or it's kind of like showing a little bit more imperfections. I don't know. It's not bad, but I will definitely not repurchase this product in the future. Now I have this L.A.Girl Contour in the wand, and this is really nice product. I'm actually wearing this right now for both of the sides, and I love that it's not giving you too much orange. that you get from different bronzers. This is, in my opinion, not really like a contour. It is in between of contour and bronzer. So it's a little bit on the warm side, but it's not bad. I really love that this formula is extremely liquid. It's really easy to blend this out. It's not really hard, especially for a beginner. This is a nice product. You do get quite a lot of the product, like 15 milliliters, and that is the reason why I would say this is a good investment, and especially L.A.Girl products most of the time are very good to purchase. Now I'm gonna go to my Essence Jelly Grip Under Eye Primer Stick. I did a review and I am still gonna back up my words that this is probably not something that you absolutely have to purchase. Maybe if you don't use any hydration under your makeup, this is not a bad product because it's just going to hydrate it, but it's not going to do any treatment to your face. So just don't really rely on this product that it's going to smooth out your fine lines or do anything. It's basically for the under eye area, concealer step, so it's gonna glide on smoothly. But I haven't noticed a huge difference when you use some other hydration products, like maybe sun creams, SPF, or a little bit of toners, maybe some other like Nivea Aftershave lotion that I use every single time. I don't really think this one is gonna do much. But if you don't have any other product, I don't really think this is a bad one. I mean, you can actually get this not only under your eye, but I would probably get this on other spots that might be or might feel a little bit dry. That is the main reason why if you have some hydration products, I would skip on that. But if you don't, that's not a bad product. So now I'm gonna go with my Wet n Wild. I did a review about 2 years ago and I'm still using. That's how it lasts. And I do a lot of makeup looks. That is the main reason why, I mean, like, it's in rotation, constant rotation in my makeup bag, and I would say that this is really nice primer. It's inexpensive and I have no issues, no problems with my eyeshadows. I do need probably sometimes a little bit of fix and spray to lock certain powders in place. Sometimes I do get some fallouts, but I don't really think this is a problem of my primer. It's more like an eyeshadow issue, because with certain eyeshadows I don't get a lot of fallouts, and with certain products I do get fallout. Okay, now I'm moving to Sephora Contour. This is a contour shade that I reviewed along with this L.A.Girl Contour wand, and my thoughts are the following. I would say that this is not a bad product. It does look a little bit patchy when you get this on. I don't know why, maybe because of the pigmentation. This is highly pigmented color. I use it for the nose contour, not always, sometimes I do. And I would say you might not even need to invest your money in Sephora product in particular, because they're right now quite expensive. They're not super expensive, but they're not cheap. They're in between, I would say. And if you really need some pigmentation, that is definitely a way to go. But if you don't really need something extremely bright, something that is gonna literally snatch and do whatever, and you need a little bit more softer look, and especially if you go with some liquid product underneath, then I don't really think this is just a must product. You can use some other affordable brands. They're gonna do a little bit different job. They're gonna be smoother and softer, but they're gonna be cheaper. Or you can get this one and you're gonna get a lot of pigment, but make sure that it's not gonna be super patchy. Just start slow and probably build the color later. If you need more, add a little bit more. So this is a downfall of this product, that it might be a little bit patchy. Okay, so we don't really have much to talk about. I have a Makeup Revolution Powered Lash Volume Mascara. This is a mascara that I'm wearing right now. This is not a bad mascara, but I hate the wand. But if you're a huge fan of this type of wand, this is quite an impressive product for the price they're asking. I've been using this for, I guess, maybe 6 months, maybe a little bit more or less. And I mean, it's not bad. It doesn't leave a lot of black marks under my eyes. It doesn't actually leave marks over my brow bone. That's a good product, and I will recommend this if you're a huge fan of this type of wands, and it's not really expensive. But my absolute favorite is this L'Oreal Volume Million Lashes. I am obsessed with this type of wands. This is so beautiful. I love that my lashes, they're extremely beautiful, the long, voluminous, and I really love that it's just coming from the roots and up to my brows. It is, I would say, a little bit more expensive than Makeup Revolution. Not even a little bit, I guess it's twice the price of Makeup Revolution. But if you really love this type of ones that is a little bit more plasticky and it's just gonna separate your lashes, I will highly recommend this product, and that it's not leaving any shadows under my eyes. Then I have, this is a Makeup Revolution Deep Eyeliner, and I was super excited about this product, and it's not really bad. I don't really like that it's too glossy in my opinion when you put this on. Today I'm not using this eyeliner. What I've noticed that I've been using this eyeliner for, I guess, maybe about 6 months again, as well as my Makeup Revolution mascara. But I hate the wand. And you can see that it's just drying and it has some bits of the product. So this is the real problem. When I was reviewing the product and I was given my opinion, I didn't think that it's gonna start getting these bits and dry as fast as it is doing right now. And because of the wand, which is not really handy, I have to use a little bit different type of wand. The product has, I guess, some cluster, or not, it's not a glue, but it feels like my product, if you're gonna leave it for a long period of time, the wand is gonna feel like it's not moving, so it's kind of like glued together and you can't separate it. It's just, it's really harsh. It literally dries down to a very harsh state where you literally have to wipe vigorously off the product. And when you do that, your brush starts losing the shape and it's not really good. So as a product, it does stay over your lids till the rest of the day. It is a little bit glossy if you really need a glossy eyeliner, or if you don't really care about glossy eyeliner, but I will not recommend this right now. I mean, in 6 months, because I have to spend some extra time to clean some other brushes to make sure that I take off all the clumps. I don't really like it. So as for like Makeup Revolution 6 months later, that's a no for me. And right now I am using this LA Colors liquid eyeliner. I've just done a review on my channel. That is the reason why I guess it's a little bit too early to say something about the product, but I really like that it's liquid. It's a matte finish. I've been wearing this with some eyeshadows on. I've been wearing this with no eyeshadows on, so I had like bare lid, and that is the main reason why it had no stains, no marks. So far so good, and you get a decent amount of this product, and it's very cheap. So right now I've been wearing this product for, I guess, about a month, and I really, really love it. And I really like when you're doing your makeup, it's not drying into this sticky consistency as Makeup Revolution, and my wand is working. So it's not gonna, I feel like, oh, I kind of get why in Makeup Revolution they use this harsh wand that is not moving anywhere. It's because if they didn't, it will glue to itself. The bristles, they're just gonna glue and they're gonna be stuck. That is the main reason why they did this like harsh tip. Last but not least is gonna be Rimmel London Stay Matte powder. I mean, it's been only a week since I actually posted this video, I believe, maybe a little bit more or less. I don't know when I'm going to be able to post this video in particular, but I am not really sure that I'm a huge fan of this powder because I do have actually Catrice, and I did a review on this Catrice powder about 2.5 years ago, like 2.5 or 3 years ago, and I'm almost out of this product. I really love pressing powders, and I'm wearing this powder right now. I have some small experiment right now that is going on that I'm gonna be sharing. But what I'm gonna tell you guys is the fact that this matte powder is giving you a little bit different vibe. I mean, this one is mattifying and feels like you have a filter on for at least some period of time. This one, it does mattify your face, but at the end of the day, and I mentioned this in my makeup review, it felt like my skin wasn't that beautiful. I mean, something was off, as well as this Rimmel London foundation. It's not a bad product. It doesn't sit much in the smiling lines or some creasing lines, but something is off about these products. I don't really think that they look as good as some other products. They're not bad, but other products that are shared and reviewed, they're better. They're just enhancing my natural features better than these two products. So will I recommend Rimmel London, Stay Matte powder and Rimmel London Stay Matte full coverage foundation? I will probably recommend this to the point where, like, if you don't have any other options in your local market, that's not a bad option. But if you have these products on the same shelf, I will go with these two. like maybe even 3 of these. This is a little bit pricier, so you might actually go with this option because it's cheaper. But if you have a little bit of budget to spend on, I will use these type of products instead of these. I mean, they're not bad, but something is not working. I mean, I don't know what. And by the way, I have this Essence Dewy Eye Gloss Liquid Shadow, and I did a review and it was bad. And I still feel like this is probably the worst dewy eye gloss that they came up with, because this is not a liquid shadow. This is just a lip gloss, and I use it as a lip gloss. I stopped using this immediately as an eye gloss, and nothing's changed. I haven't tried once to use this product in the way that it's actually described to be used. And it's not even described how to use it. It's just said dewy eye gloss, liquid shadow. That's it. I love you all so much. I'm gonna see you in my next video, hopefully. Let me know in the comments, have you purchased any of the products? Do you like them, or you might have skipped on certain products? And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.